Welcome everyone to Quill Tarot. Um, Back with a reading today for you. Uh, I would um, I would request everyone to listen to the intro, and I'll repeat it for each group in case you guys are directly going to the reading of your group. The reason why I'm doing this topic, the closure you need from your ex, is because I see many people, at least most of the people, and it's very natural that uh, things that leave an impression in our heart, things that really break our heart, is something that really makes an lifetime impression for the whole of life. And how we approach this, are we able to overcome this? Are we still chasing an unavailable person? Because you may not be talking to this person at all, not seeing this person, but you still have them living rent free in your energy system, in your heart, in your head. And what happens is that we don't understand that even though that person is not physically around, they are occupying a big space in our system. Okay. And why is it not right? Because if an unwanted energy, or an energy that is meant to leave you, by energy I'm referring to a person because we all are energies. So if this person is no longer in touch with you, and I understand when it comes to exes, be an ex-spouse, ex-boyfriend, or anything, although this is a romantic reading, I'm not doing a reading on platonic exes. I'll definitely do that in a later reading. So, in romantic heartbreaks, it's a very difficult phase, and often the turning phase of our life. Many people build themselves up from heartbreaks, or many people just, live with this wound, because actually this brings out um, our patterns, our traumas. That is how we connect with a romantic partner, and this connection mirrors it back to us, or something it teaches us. But instead of taking the lesson and moving ahead, what we do, we ruminate about them, or we have them at some part of our psyche. Even if you are with another person somewhere in your subconscious or unconscious mind, you still hate that person, you don't like it, or there is guilt, there is grief, something. And these emotions should be cleansed, should be cleared. Only then can you accept new healthy connections in your life. This is very important to understand, and this is the purpose why I'm doing this reading. I'm not doing this reading to give you false assurances that this person is going to come back. This person is still thinking about you, they still love you. It doesn't matter. What I'm here to give you is clarity as far as possible on this situation, and help you to get an understanding of your own self, with respect to how you are seeing this situation, what is your perspective, and to what degree you are still invested in this connection energetically, so that it's not letting other things to enter your life, or uh, or what you should do. It's a closure. Maybe you never had the closure about this, and that is pinching your heart. I, with this reading, will make an attempt to take out that thorn from your heart and give you the best possible scenario and understanding of yourself and this connection, and maybe why it was here, what um, or why it was here to teach you something, and what you are meant to do ahead. This is a reading which is highly focused on healing yourself. Okay, it's not about getting your ex back. That is the silliest thing that happens. Although I don't want to demean anybody, but there is a major theme in tarot readings, in tarot community, even in astrology, wherever in esoterics, to pull the strings of vulnerability in such situations, to play on the fear, on the weakness of people, instead of helping them to understand these negative experiences as a part of their life and use it to progress, use it to understand themselves better and heal themselves. So that is the objective of this reading. I'm not gonna see whether your ex is gonna come back, or I'm not gonna emphasize on whether their feelings are there for you or not. Of course, we are gonna see into look into that, but the main objective is to give you a clarity about, to free yourself from the situation. Okay, if you did hear the introduction, thank you so much. I will give a reminder for each of the group, so that people know why I'm doing this reading, okay, and not under a false premise of going on the circle of whether this person will come back, what is this person doing, whether this person has moved on, and all these things that eats into our energy. This is about a healing, a peaceful resolution to this energetic conflict within you, the mental conflict within you. Okay, I have four options, so I expect this reading to be a bit long. I was called to do four options. I thought I'll do three, but I do have four. So here is the first option. I have actually, these are friendship bands, yeah, or Rakhi or friendship bands. So this is group one option. This is group two's option. This is group three's option. This is group four's option. Four. Okay. Okay, you can pause the video and choose your group. Also, the options will be on the thumbnail image. You can choose from there also. And I'm gonna start this reading with group one. Okay, this is two, this is three, and this is four. Hello, group one. Whoever chose this Rakhi, handmade Rakhi, I made it when I was in school, and it's not that great, but I kind of like it. Yeah, it's not fine and polished. So if you chose this, okay, group, this is your group one. Okay, before I start the reading, I would request you to please listen to the introduction, because it will help you to understand the intention behind this reading. I'm not going to repeat myself. It is very important to understand why I'm doing this reading and what you can expect from this reading. Okay, group one, let's see. The topic is closure, the closure you need from your ex. So, how am I gonna go with the reading is that first I'm gonna see your feelings towards this person, and then I'm gonna see your ex's feelings towards you right now, and what they want to tell you. Okay, your first I'll see how you feel towards your person. That is how it's going to help you to understand whether this is your group or not. Then I'm going to see how your ex feels towards you. Then I'll take messages. Now I don't have message cards. I'll take it from the cards and whatever that person wants to tell you, and then I'm going to get an advice for you. Okay, and the most important part of this whole reading would be the advice part. So make sure you, if you have listened to the intro, you'll understand why you need the advice. Okay, so for group one, let me keep it here. I don't have much of a camera space today. That's how it's set. I hope you guys will be able to see all the cards. Okay, for group one, how does group one feel about their ex? How does group one feel about their ex? Okay, Two of Cups. You still love this person, but let me see further. Two of Cups. How does group 1 feel towards their ex? Page of Cups. I hope you're asking about your ex, group 1. How does group 1 feel about their ex? In case the first part doesn't resonate, you are free to choose another group. This part of the reading is for you to understand whether you are on the right group or not. How does group 1 feel about their ex? Knight of Pentacles. I'll take 3 cards. I hope it's visible. Yeah. Please clarify the Two of Cups here. Oops, a card flew out. Sorry. I, that was really difficult. Oh my god, I'm sorry, the camera shook. Um, okay, Queen of Swords. It tells me it's you wanna talk, but it's not easy for you. The way I had to struggle to retrieve this card gives me a feeling that you look at your ex from far and yeah, you struggle to talk with this person although you really want to talk and get things clear, clarity. What is the Page of Cups? What is the Page of Cups here? Four of Wands. Looks like you guys want to patch up with your ex. I'll remind you once again, this is a reading about your ex, not your crush or romantic interest, in case you guys are seeing with that intention. Okay, Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Two of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Five of Wands at the bottom deck. Okay, definitely there is no contact here. Okay, which makes sense because we are doing a reading about your ex and not a relationship. So, group 1, how do you feel about this person? You still have feelings for this person. Okay, truth be told, you still feel for this person. There is a wish inside of you if things can get back the way they were and you guys can have what you dreamt of having, that is a really beautiful, loving, stable relationship where both of you are on the same page and both of you are loving each other and giving and loving, and it's really nice. But here I see a an ego coming to play, because what might have happened between the two of you, that you really want to talk to this person but you can't, you find it very difficult. And this might be because whatever had happened, it prevents you, it's kind of affects your self esteem. It is a matter of self respect and prestige to reach out to this person and talk again. Although you really want to talk, you want things to be mended and be loving again. Okay, but you are not willing to do that, but you want to do that. You are really wanting to at least have a friendship with this person, and that friendship is with a vested interest or an ulterior motive of the hope of renewing this connection. Okay, even if you are talking to this person, you are hoping that this conversation would ultimately lead to the place that this connection was supposed to be going, that is a beautiful relationship. But again, when it comes to even extending a friendship, you are not really open to that. You think about it, how you can do it, but you're not doing it. You're still thinking, if you could be friends with this person, how could you do it? But you're not ready to do it. Again, a matter of self respect, rejection, and also the hurt you have gone through. Although there is a clear intention of communicating with a person, and um, also rekindling what is lost, like what was rekindling what was once there and no longer exist, and the hopes of this relation reviving again. The five of wands, this connection definitely makes you feel conflicted, because there is attraction, uh, and you know that either your partner or you or both of you sought each other as the ideal, but then things fell apart, and now it has caused a lot of pain, disappointment, because this connection didn't work out and things have ended. So obviously this thing is not to your liking. This thing is giving a lot of conflict, giving rise to a lot of conflict within you, inside of you, because you knew there was potential. Maybe both of you knew there was potential, and somewhere inside you feel again that vibe is coming up, that somewhere inside you feel that if it was possible to revive it and have the emotional fulfillment you dreamt of, you both wanted, but somehow it seems that it slipped away, and maybe you wanted to get married and now it seems impossible, a far-fetched dream. Okay, if this is how you are feeling, group 1, towards your ex, I'm gonna now see how this person feel towards you. Okay, and what was the other part, how this person feel towards you, and yes, what does this person want to tell you. Okay, what does group one's ex what how does group one's ex feel towards them? Okay, how does group one's ex feel towards them? How does group one's ex feel towards them? Justice. Three of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Three. I'm getting a feeling this person is focused on their life. I have two threes. It's about creativity, work. Um, what is the justice? What is the justice here? Six of Pentacles. Okay, how do they feel? Six of Swords. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is what here? Dear universe. Okay. So Wands. Okay. This person, your ex, group 1, they feel that, excuse me, I'll take a sip of water. So, group 1, your ex feels whatever has happened for the best. Okay? Whatever has happened for the better cause, for the bigger picture, and they are indeed, they when they think about you, it gives them a lot of anxiety. Like when you think about talking to them, you also feel hesitation, a lot of thoughts. They also feel a lot of hesitation, anxiety, and they don't like that. So that is why they are channeling their energy towards work. They're finding peace towards work, other ventures, other projects, some new hobby, or anything that's keeping them busy and fulfilling their heart, they are not willing to look this side, and they feel that this end is justified, it happened for the best, and it was fair for both of you to for this thing to end. And they're moving towards their own personal peace, they're prioritizing themselves. They don't really want to think about you, because thinking about you really puts them in an uncomfortable situation. Although the thought of reaching out to you, the thought of having a new beginning with you is there, but whenever it comes up, it creates a conflict. It reminds them that how things went downhill in the first place. And to do that, to bring about a change in the situation, to start afresh, would mean again getting into a zone of discomfort and again getting wounded in the same way they got wounded last time, again seeking a place of false prosperity, a false fulfillment, and it would only lead them to sleepless nights and take away their mental peace. So I would say both of you are on a similar page when it comes to your feelings, but instead of you who are more willing to patch up this person is choosing to focus on themselves. They are not inclined to patch up. In fact, they want to avoid this situation, avoid rekindling this, because right now they're choosing their mental peace. Okay, this is their feelings for you. Now I want to see what this person would tell you if they could. I'm gonna take as many cards intuitively as I want, and I'm gonna channel their message, or I'm just gonna say whatever comes through. Yeah. What does group 1's X want to tell them? What does group 1's X want to tell them? Wheel of Fortune. Oh my god. This Eight of Swords is coming up in every uh, question I asked for you. Ace of Wands. What would group 1's X want to tell them? King of Cups. What is the Wheel of Fortune here? What is the Wheel of Fortune? Seven of Wands. Two of Pentacles. What is the Eight of Swords? Six of Cups. Six of Pentacles. What is the Ace of Wands here? Universe. Please clarify the Ace of Wands. God. I hope you guys can see the cards. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. King of Cups. What is the King of Cups here? Two of Swords. What could groups 1's X tell them if they could? Okay. Again, bottom of the deck, we have got Justice. Okay. What would they tell you if they could is that they are trying to change their life. They refuse to look back at what has happened, because whenever they think about the possibility of the relationship you guys were investing in. When you guys were dating each other, seeing each other, were in a relationship, there was a lot of hope, there was a lot of love bonding. But since that is no longer there, thinking about them, it gives them a lot of headache, and they don't want that. They don't want to look back anymore, because they don't want to face that pain, that painful situation. And right now they are wanting to change their life. They are standing up for themselves. They are taking all odds in their favor. They're facing all challenges to make sure that they can create the life they deserve. They can create the life which gives them peace. Okay, right now they are standing up for themselves. They're focusing on themselves now. They also want to say that that while they had a chance with you, or if they want to take another chance with you, it would mean a lot of compromise for them. It would mean a lot of responsibility for them, and maybe a lot of weight on their financial self. It would mean that taking care of you, it would mean that investing you would not only mean mental energy, heart space, but also material investments, which kind of makes them think if they should do that at any point. And if they should do it, they should do it with a very new approach. They also want to say that the way they thought these things were immature on their part, because they thought they were winning. They thought they had made the right choice with you, but they were wearing the rose tinted glasses. They were really in love, they were full of feelings, but what they thought was true, what they thought was a smart move, was actually an immature move. And it has impacted their well being a lot. It has impacted uh, how their life is. I have a feeling this person can have some financial difficulty, or professional or career life is going through a lot of change, and that is where they are focusing right now. That is where their passion lies right now. That is where they are choosing to move ahead. And for you right now, it feels if they do so, if they try to make a comeback, first of all, the thoughts of the past gives them extreme pain. Secondly, they know they'll have to compromise on what they are focusing right now, that is on their financial security, their material wealth. They also say, want to tell you that they still do love you. They still, I won't say love, that's a strong word. They still have feelings for you. They still, but they have, here they felt that whatever they did was kind of emotionally immature on their part. But right now they are owning up with a lot more maturity, because they are realizing their mistakes. They kind of have the guilt, they kind of have um anxiety, regrets of what has happened. It's not about they're blaming you. They are kind of in a situation where this thing is so heavy for them, so heavy for their heart and head, that they are forced to be in a mature place where they understand what actually went wrong. And I don't see them blaming you at all. It's just they're realizing it was a mistake. It was them being immature in how they had dealt with the situation, and made a wrong move. And right now this still makes them feel very heavy with uh, the weight of their actions, weigh uh, really heavy on them. Whenever they think about this situation, Whenever they think about the breakup that has happened, that you guys are no longer in touch, it makes them come to, come in face to face with things they don't want to think about, but it is the truth, and they are trying to be mature enough to face them. But at the end of the day, they feel like this is justice being served. Whatever happened was for the good, and right now they understand that their wrong move has costed them. They were being in a place where, in a relationship with you, which was really hurting them, putting in a painful place, and what they were seeking was not actually what they thought it was. So right now they want to focus on other things in their life to help them move away from this heartbreak. Okay, yeah, again, finances, they are focusing on their career, finances, hobby, or any other material pursuits, so that they can heal their emotions. I see this person taking a mature take on whatever has happened. Now I'll go on to the advice for you. Okay, 30 minutes. This is gonna take long. Okay, what is the advice for group 1 in this situation? Advice for group 1 in this situation. Advice for group 1 in this situation. Ace of Swords. Advice for group 1 in this situation. Advice for group 1 in this situation. Advice for group 1 in this situation. King of Pentacles. Advice for group 1 in this situation. Advice for group 1 in this situation. Advice for group 1. The Devil. Advice for group 1 in this situation. Advice. The Emperor. I think you might have some masculine wounds which the universe is asking you to heal. Heal your father wounds, group 1. Just the Ace of Swords. Page of Swords. King of Pentacles. What is the King of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles. The Star. Okay. Emperor. Emperor. Two of Wands. Hmm. Group 1, I think you are still looking at this connection from unhealed father wounds or masculine wounds. You're the person who wants to take action, wants these things to happen. Why? Because if you have masculine wounds, if you have unhealed father wounds, you as an adult are looking for that emotionally absent father in your romantic partner, and that is why this person is not looking at you, but you are still looking at them. And this connection is there was there to help you understand what more about yourself than the connection or the other person. Okay, Three of Pentacles. See, group 1, if you think that you still love them, okay, the desire you have to rekindle this connection is all coming from a place of trauma, from a place of attachment, negative attachment. Okay, attachment itself is not bad, but what you are attached to can tell a lot about what's going on in your life right now. You are looking for a father figure unconsciously, subconsciously, when you have masculine wounds or father wounds. And that is why this person is being pushed away, because you are in that chaser energy. You are being asked to firstly reprogram your thoughts, bring a new perspective to your thoughts. You'll understand the way you are thinking, the way you are viewing this connection is coming from a place of shadow self, a place of unhealed wounds and fear. You really have fear of being abandoned, and that is why you want this person back. You have to face your fears of abandonment, heal your father wounds, and understand you have to open yourself up to the love that exists in nature itself, to the creation. Universe is telling you that the universe is here, the creation is here, the divine is here to take care of you. You don't need a person to validate that, or a person to receive it, at least not a particular person. Also, there will be, once you face this thing within you and understand where you are operating from, you will get a new opportunity with someone else. A new romantic connection is coming in your life. So understand why this was there and why you are feeling attached, because it is the devil card with the star and 10 of pentacles is really telling me you are attached to this person for all the wrong reasons. This person is not the person you need your life. Someone else is on the road, only if you heal yourself. Okay, you need to love yourself, give yourself the love, and heal your inner child, which is still looking for the emotionally absent father, or the masculine wounds it you are projecting on other men, thinking that they are a romantic interest. Okay, this is not the person for you. This is a person was just a mirror. This person was just a mirror to you about how you perceive a connection. No, I don't know whether you're whatever you are, a man or woman or anything in between, but whatever was happening here was a mirror to you about um, about the emotional deficiency inside you, about things that are not sorted out within you. So please understand the purpose of this connection. You don't need this person, someone else will be there. But for that, for this person to come in, you are being highly encouraged to reflect within yourself, go into a pause, go into the uncomfortable silence, meditate, because what you think is uncomfortable, once you embrace it, you'll understand why you were being asked to embrace in the first place. And it is a beautiful place inside. When you heal yourself, when you embrace yourself, when you love yourself the way you want to love the other person, you will understand you really don't need another person to love you. And when you love yourself, the right person will come in. Okay, group one, this person, you're being advised to move on from this person, to detach from this person, and this is the closure you need to hear. Please detach from this whole situation. It was simply a play of your trauma bonding, your physical attraction, everything, and the unhealed trauma. So this is the closure you need right now. Heal yourself, the right person will come in at the right time, only when you face yourself and understand what went wrong here. Okay, group one, I hope it answered your question about your ex and gave you the much needed clarity. Leave me a comment below so that I know that it resonated and maybe gave you some peace. Thank you for letting me read your energy, and subscribe to my channel. I post daily messages of the day and even mini readings, which are more frequent than my long readings on this channel. Love and light to all of you. Okay, thank you, group 1. Hello, group 2. Whoever chose this option, this is your, sorry, group 2. Okay, this wristband, pink color wristband. Okay. Okay, before I start the reading, I want to tell you that please go and listen to the introduction so that you know what to expect from this reading. I will not repeat myself because I've made it very clear in the introduction itself that what this reading is about, why is it there, so that you know what to expect from this reading. Okay, group 2. So, first we will check how you feel towards this person so that you know that you're on the right group. If that part resonates with you, we will next see how your ex feels towards you and what do they want to tell you. And the last and the most important part of this reading would be the advice to you so that you get the closure you are looking for. So, let's get started. Group two's feeling. I hope you guys can see it. Group two's feelings for their ex. Group two's feelings for their ex. The Tower. Group two's feelings for their ex. Group two's feelings for their ex. The Emperor. Looks like you guys had a recent breakup, maybe. That's the energy I feel, but I'll see more before I tell you more about it. The Chariot. Group two's feelings about their ex. Group two's feelings about their ex. Temperance. What's the Tower here? Knight of Swords. What is the Emperor here? Were you guys dating in a very professional setting? Like, I'm getting a very specific message. Like, this could have been your doctor or lawyer or a person with whom you were consulting. Like, you made them through some work. The Temperance. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Group 1, sorry, Group 2. Your feelings for this person. I see you are really, really in a place of finding answers about what just happened. You really need a closure. It's like you were left in the blue about what happened. Something you thought was meaningful was building up, but it crumbled down like the tower on fire. It just broke apart so fast that you didn't know where you were all of a sudden. You were displaced all of a sudden. Something that seemed to be so stable, so solid, so fast progressing, so promising, suddenly seems to have left you in a feeling of infinite doubt, waiting. It looks like what you were hoping for, a beautiful connection, always remained a dream. And now you have to come into terms with this sudden fallout, this sudden uh, destruction of what you thought was a very meaningful creation. You don't know how long you're gonna wait or how long you're gonna be hanging in there because it seems to be over, but maybe you still feel that what you thought was a huge deal was actually not what's bearing was barely like picking up the pebbles, but you thought it was already a throne casted in stone, but you were just picking up pebbles. It has come to you as a rude realization, a rude shock that things went downhill so fast. The things ended, left you in a very difficult place where I have a feeling that you don't understand what the hell actually happened. Things were looking so great. It was like a great opportunity, and all of a sudden it vanished. I won't say vanished, it just died. It just ended abruptly. Tower can be a very sudden and abrupt energy. It seemed like a divine new opportunity, and then it died. You had so much hopes that your world was changing, but then it became so difficult once it was evident that you were only gonna wait and this thing's not gonna go anywhere. And all your hopes about this was wrong. So right now you are in a phase of coming in terms with what just happened, with the rude awakening, the shock of things falling apart. You are definitely looking for a closure or for some solid answers, because I feel that your energy feels all like completely lost. It's just you bought a house and you got the keys, and when you reach there and you wanted to enter the house doesn't exist. It's kind of that kind of feeling. It just disappeared in thin air. You just don't know what happened. So group 2, if this is your feelings towards your ex or the person you're asking, what how does your ex feel about you? How does group two's ex feel about them? How does group two's ex feel about them? Three of wands. Looks like this guy, I'm getting a feeling that this guy is a runner, an avoidant. Maybe that's why this has come as a shock, because avoidant people, they come in strong. Or even narcissists, they can come in very strong, they can love bomb you, and then suddenly they disappear. They just take away the uh, dangling carrot from your face. And okay, so what does this person feel for you? Okay. hmm, Two of Pentacles. What is the Three of Wands here? What is the Three of Wands? Two of Cups. What is the Four of Cups? What is the Four of Cups? Three of Cups. I'm not getting a very good vibe about this person, to be honest, group 2. Although the cards are in themselves not uh, negative, but as a reader, how the energies present themselves with the combinations is what I'm more interested in. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting major avoidant and runner vibes, and that is why it explains a lot to me if this has resonated. This person is a runner. I'm sorry, group 2, to tell you, but my job is to give you clarity about this. This person is definitely an avoidant, a runner person. If you know their friends, not friends, I would tell you, if you know someone, some other people who knows this person and can be truthful about them, please try to find out I won't say go into very deep into it and lose yourself trying to decipher this person's personality, but I have a feeling this person does this to a lot of people. This person, how they feel towards you, they are definitely not going beyond the surface level lovey-dovey things. They probably did. They probably said a lot, gave you a lot of promise. Okay, they were pretty flirty and passionate even, or they seemed very invested, and they might have, you might have gone on to some dates with them, had some fun times, but when it comes to doing the actual deal, they are not stepping out of their comfort zone of being an avoidant or a avoider, a runner. Okay, they will show you that they are dreaming the future about you, but I don't even know they are honest with themselves, but this is how they operate. That is, they will show off a lot, they will offer a lot, but they won't do it. They will simply not do it. They will act like they are gonna do it. They will make you feel with the lies, but to actually meet what they say, they know they don't have the strength. And this is not only about mental strength. This person doesn't have that strength in their character, in their personality, or what, however their mind works, to commit themselves in a relationship. Okay, they see you as an option. I don't know whether I should call you an option, because from their vibes I can feel they do this with a lot of people. This definitely see you a person with whom they can have some fun times, the good part of being in a relationship, but not be in a relationship. They are not a relationship person. Group 2, I sorry about the camera. So I'll give you very clear picture. When it comes to actually matching up their words, they will scoot. Okay, because this is an avoidant person. Okay, they don't um, they don't have the maturity or the understanding or the sincerity, or maybe they are not healed enough to be in a committed relationship. Okay, so maybe you were breadcrumbed into believing that you were into going into something great, but this person doesn't walk their talk. They just do a lot of flamboyance. They do show off a lot with the potential of a relationship, but they don't. They just disappear probably, or leave you on red. Okay, I'm also getting this energy that they leave you on red. They won't take your calls, and maybe one word message, I'm busy. You might be getting um, you know paragraphs initially, and then suddenly it became, I'm busy. Okay, I'll get back to you later, I'm just really busy. Or even ultimately you'll be left on red. So what does this person want to tell you? I'm gonna see that. What does this group 2's ex wanna tell them? Queen of Wands. Definitely you were a pick for their target. I can see that. They find you very attractive, and that was maybe the first reason why they chose you as a target for what they keep doing, repeating a cycle of avoidance. Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. What do they want to tell you? What do they want to tell you? I think they find you a perfect prey for breadcrumbing. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because these people have such pathetic outlook. Like they can keep on doing this to people. Knight of Pentacles. That's why I laugh at them, at the situation, not at you, my dear group 2. What is the Nine of Wands? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. It's pretty much what we saw in their feelings. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Okay, what they want to tell you is that the bottom deck is equally hilarious. What they want to tell you is that firstly they were not telling you the truth, and to do what they were promising to do requires a lot of strength which they don't have. They just bragged a lot about themselves, showed in the ways so that you would fall for them, but when it comes to doing, they are full armored. They are in the defensive mode. They will defend themselves when you accuse them of not showing up the way they should have. Because in reality, commitment, loyalty, and stability means a lot of hard work for them, which they are not capable of. They don't have the emotional maturity, they have their own wounding, their mental patterns, which is why they are the way they are. And if they had said that, if they have been love bombing you with offers like they see building a house with you, a family with you, it's actually what scares them. They're scared of such things, of having a family, kids, stable relationship. It's actually opposite of how they feel, but they say that all just to satisfy their ego with the new prey. And they do want love in their life, because but the thing is, they're so um, all over the place when it comes to the feeling of committing to someone. They feel that they're off the ground. Actually, it scares them when they feel that they need to commit. So although they want the love, that is why they do this. They breadcrumb, they lure people in, and they will have all the fun times. That's the good part of the relationship. But when it comes to the difficult discussions, the commitment part, that is where they feel that they have lost their grounding, because their safe zone, their comfort zone, is where they are just being non-committal. And they are they are really good at making people believe that they are pretty serious, they are into committing, but that's a part of their game to leave the other person miserable. And uh, that is what they hide actually. Okay, so because it's not their capability to be in what they say. It's funny, it's kind of very contradictory, but it is how it is. They want all the things, they talk about it, they deceive people, maybe they're deceiving themselves too, but when it actually comes to stepping up, this person will scoot, vanish, because that's what they're scared of. Could be a narcissistic personality, love bomber, and like not. I could already give you the advice before drawing my cards, but I'll still draw you the cards and give you the closure about this. The advice is the closure about this person, okay? I think by now you should be understanding what you should do, that this person wasn't meant for you anyway. So I can understand like how you feel right now, and this is exactly how these people make people feel when they fall for them. They vanish all of a sudden or end things all of a sudden. They ghost people. Typical avoidant personality. Okay, advice for group 2. The Sun, Nine of Swords, Three of Wands. I'll only take 3 cards for advice. The Sun clarified by the Hierophant. Nine of Swords clarified by the Empress. Three of Wands clarified by King of Cups. Bottom deck is the Star and High Priestess. Okay. Group 2. Firstly, don't blame yourself for the situation, okay? You did nothing wrong. The kind of person you were with, they are very shrewd and furtive and sly to make you feel like you're the victim. You might be gaslighted and you're being strongly told not to fall the into the cycle of self-blame, because you're not to be blamed here, okay? You just got played into their games. And next is that please embrace the childlike and the sunny personality you have, because you deserve way lot better. Definitely nobody deserves, at least a person who is seeking a serious beautiful relationship doesn't deserve this kind of treatment or energy, okay? So don't let your self-worth deep because of this situation. You are being asked to bounce back to your usual self, and you will receive something that is more grounded and organized like you are, okay? You might be a hard working person, and you will vibe with a person who is on the same page and doesn't leave you on the lurch. So firstly, don't blame yourself. Secondly, come back whatever you need to do, or to your usual self, to your usual sunny self. There is no question of going back to the person. We are not going to even talk about that right now. We are focusing on what you should do. And right now also, you are being asked to be careful about your emotions. Maybe you were not careful enough with your emotions, about you were naive. See, you can be innocent, but don't be gullible or naive. Be smart, but have preserve the childlike innocence in you. But also be emotionally mature to know whom to give your emotions to, whom to share your energies with you, because you as a person deserve a lot more, okay? And maybe try meditating a bit, try some self help, some therapy if you need, okay? Because this might have made you feel like crawling into your cocoon and not going out and feeling totally devastated. Don't do that. Go connect with people who help you out, therapists or good friends who can give you um, the right advice, who would understand, empathize, and all these things are to be taken as a lesson, as a learning, not because you are bad, but because you were lacking in some part of your life. That is why you attracted this kind of person. So become more emotionally mature and don't let everyone in, okay? But at the same time, don't become cynical, okay? Group 2, that was your advice. If you liked this reading, leave a comment below. If it resonated, you can subscribe to my channel. I post daily tarot messages and mini readings every now and then. Those are more frequent on my channel than these long readings. Also, thank you for letting me read your energy, and I wish you all the best. I'll see you in my next reading, okay? Hello, group 3. Whoever chose this wristband, this is your group. Before I start your reading, I would ask you to please listen to the introduction of this reading, because I have certain set goals for this reading, and I hope whatever you expect is aligned with what I'm going to do in this reading. And the introduction is very important to understand, to get a bigger picture, instead of just sneaking up on your ex to know what they are doing, okay? Group 3. With that, I'm gonna first see how you feel towards your person. I won't say towards your person, towards this ex, and if that part resonates with you, we'll Next, see how does your ex feel towards you, and what they want to tell you. And ultimately, the most important part of the reading is the closure, is the advice about what you should be doing. Okay, so how does group three's ex feel about? How does group three feel about their ex? How does group three feel about their ex? How does group three feel about their ex? What are group three's feelings for their ex? The moon, two of swords, nine of cups, eight of wands. Looks like you're waiting for them to talk to you, but I'll clarify. What's the moon here? Definitely no contact. Obviously, if it's an ex, you won't be talking to them. That's obvious. Like, unless there are some people who can still be friends after a breakup. But what's the moon here? Ten of wands. What is the two of swords here? Page of pentacles. What is the nine of cups here? What is the nine of cups here? Two of pentacles. A lot of doubt, a lot of yes no going on, I can see. Maybe you guys are in contact. Some of you guys have recently been contacted by this person, or you contacted this person. What is the eight of wands? The lovers. Okay, I'm gonna cover the lovers. Ace of swords. Bottom deck energy is ace of swords. Hmm. Did this person reach out to you, group 3? Either this person has reached out to you, or you get a sense that this person might reach out to you, or you feel like reaching out to this person, giving this a second chance, but there are a lot of conflict in this. You're not really confident because this is an ex after all, and it feels like making a new start is triggering your fears, triggering the unpleasant things that happen between you two, or that the things that you don't like. There is some major trigger going on inside of you. Maybe you see a possibility, like I said, they might have reached out to you, but you are not sure about whether you should open up to this person again. You're really, you're actually doing well on your own, but whenever you think about letting in this person or having anything with this person once again, it makes you feel ungrounded. Either this person reached out or you feel, but I've seen your feelings and your energy. I feel this person is reaching out, has reached out, or you have an intuition that this person will reach out again. There might be a reconciliation and a new start to what once was there, a new beginning to rebuild something. But the thing is, you're really doubtful about whether this can work out or not. You're really doubtful about how to move ahead with this. If this thing is again coming to surface, if you guys are again getting in touch with an intention to repatching I see your feelings to be really conflicted. You're not confident about this thing continuing again or rebuilding again. You're actually resistant towards the idea to having to do with this again, but again there are something in your life which is kind of pushing you towards a chance of reconciliation, which you are kind of in two minds. You are in a situation where you see there is a possibility of things getting um, repatched again, reworked again, starting a new beginning, but you're not really open to that. You are really well off on your own, and thinking about being with this person again really makes you feel uncomfortable. Okay? Okay, if these are your feelings, group 3, we'll see how your ex feels towards you. Okay? Feel free to um, choose another group if it doesn't resonate. If it resonates at least 50%, since this is a general reading, I would encourage you to keep listening. Okay, how does group 3's, this person wants to talk a lot. Okay, I already get that sense. Maybe this person has already reached out to you. What are group 3's excess feelings? My god, this person really wants to talk. The way my cards are jumping. Okay, what are group 3's exes? How does group 3's ex feel towards them? They want to talk a lot, I'll tell you this. They really want to talk to you. Although I don't have any card, they can't accept this. Oh my god, just see the cards flying out. Ah, they can't accept that this relationship ended. That's for sure. It's very difficult for them to accept that this relationship is gone. Maybe you ended it. That is why you don't want to. Okay, so let me clarify. This person is not doing well without you, group 3. Again, the lovers. Five of Wands is Ace of Wands. Yeah, they really want to put an end to this ending. Tower. Yes, this person really wants to come back into your life. They are really shattered over the idea of losing you. They can't do without you. They are trying their best to heal this connection, to do whatever it takes to be back with you. Magician is, yeah, they feel the best thing to do right now is to patch up with you. Yeah, you are the wish fulfillment. Okay, that if you are not talking, they are really waiting eagerly to talk to you. You are their empress. Okay, so this person really wants to reconcile. Okay, it's a clear message. They don't want to be fighting, they don't want to be heartbroken, they definitely don't want this to end. It's a nightmare for them to even think that this thing has ended, and the only way out for them is to patch this up. What does this person want to tell you? I'll see that. And then the advice will reveal what you need to do about this situation. Okay, group 3. Group 3. They want to tell you 6 of Pentacles. They want to tell you 9 of Wands, do they want to tell you? They're sorry. Okay, I could literally hear they are sorry. Okay, this person, uh, I don't see anything, any malicious intent, manipulative intent, although you will know better why you refuse them, why you wanted to end this connection. But yeah, they are kind of giving a puppy face. They are sorry. And what is this? Six of Pentacles here. They're saying that um, it just makes them feel so bad that they couldn't give you what you wanted. It just drives them crazy. It to think that they missed out on your chance with you, and that you have rejected them, rejected their offering. King of Pentacles, the Devil. Maybe they were too focused on their work life and they didn't give enough attention to you, or what they need to invest in you. They were not showing enough appreciation towards you, and they have now realized that money isn't everything. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so what is the Seven of Swords? I would like to. Okay, yeah. They are definitely regretting the chance they had with you, the home they could build with you, and they are saying that in if they were too attached with their money, their how to make money, their business, their work, and they were being a miser towards you in terms of affection, emotional availability. They now have realized that. They have realized uh, by not fully showing up for you, they have lost the main thing that matters to them in their life. And it's much more than work and everything else in their life. They understand they didn't give you enough what you deserve, and now that you're gone, they are really realizing what they have lost in their life. And right now they are really waiting to make a new beginning and do whatever is needed to restore the balance and treat you right, and you know have the perfect relationship with you. This is what they want to tell you. Now i'll I'll look for the advice which will give you the closure about this relationship. What is the advice? What is the advice for group 3? What is the advice for group 3? Eight of Pentacles. Sorry, Eight of Wands. Okay, but group 3, you would know better why you turned down this person, why you left this connection, because I didn't check the true intentions. We'll just see whatever comes up in the advice for you. Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands. Like you know better, so take your call accordingly. Temperance. Okay. Oops. Four of Swords. I need to clarify to understand what your advice is. Okay, so what is the Eight of Wands? I feel this person is a bit childish, like a bit of immature energy I'm getting, who wants to be like a kid, nagging their mom kind of thing. I don't know, I just felt so. For some of you guys, it might be. Eight of Wands is Page of Swords. Okay. What is the Nine of Wands? Because I don't know whether they know what they're asking for. Their intentions can be pure, can be true, but are they well equipped? Are they mature enough for that kind of commitment and show up in the way you need for a stable, committed relationship? Is That's an important thing to understand for you to love this person. Nine of, yeah, it's pretty much what I'm telling you. Group 3, you're being asked to practice caution before allowing this person again into your life. Temperance, what is the temperance here? Knight of Swords, yeah. Don't buy into their promises too easily. Group 3, oops, not once. Don't give in to their words, because like I told you, you know the reasons better why you don't oh my god, why you don't want this person around anymore. And once you are gone, this person understood what they have lost, so you'll know better. And in your advice to the closure you need about this person is that to remember why you fell with this person and why you walked out on them. Okay, because I see the advice is kind of a warning that you might repeat the same cycle with this person again. Initially, when you were with this person, you bought into whatever they were telling you, the potential of the connection, you liked the initial honeymoon phase and whatever, but then you got stuck when things got a bit realistic. Okay, the charm wasn't enough. I mean, there was the physical attraction, the charm that led you in, but the work that needed to be done to make this relationship work was lacking, and that is why you took a stand and ended this connection, because you wanted something more meaningful than just dates and fun times. Okay, and you definitely deserve that, and that is why maybe you cut this off. So this person is definitely going to contact you. Okay, you are being asked to practice caution, to be very defensive for yourself, to stand up for yourself and use logic. If they come with emotional coaxing, like these things happen, we ultimately love each other and blah blah blah, they might try to emotionally buy you and manipulate you. Don't lose your brains. Okay, don't lose your intellectual reasoning. You just remind them what they did and how they failed to show up. Don't believe what they will say. Okay, remember how you were hurt, how you were let down. So have, and especially don't do anything hasty, any wrong decisions, anything out of emotional vulnerability is something, a major slip up you would make. So don't do that. This will again make you end up worse off than where you are now. Don't really believe the promises they are giving you, because again, once you're back, they might retreat to their old pattern of behavior which made you leave them in the first place. So practice extreme caution. I see you are not being encouraged, told not to talk to this person. You can hear them out, but also show them their place and be totally protective about yourself. Okay, and most probably, yeah, don't entertain this person, but talk to them, show them their place, and don't get bought by their empty promises, because you probably know that whatever they say, even they might mean it, they will not do it. Like, in a way, they don't mean it. Okay, group 3. So this is the closure you needed about your X. I hope this reading helped you. If it resonated, do leave a comment below. And thank you for letting me read your energies. You can subscribe to my channel. I post daily mini tarot readings, daily messages of the day, which are way more frequent than my long readings. So if you like my reading, please do consider subscribing. It helps me to keep making more content for my soul family, and I'll see you in my next reading. Hello, group 4. Whoever chose this wristband, mint green. Okay, before I start, I'm gonna say that I got delayed twice before recording your reading. Actually, I'm doing it as a separate recording. I don't know why I had obstacles twice to do your reading. In any case, I hope I'll be able to do the full recording. Yeah, I've prayed for it. Okay, before you see this, what your reading has to say, um, please take a look at the intro, because I explain there why I'm doing this reading, and there is a reason, there is a mindset with which you should see this reading, which is important so that you align with my intention of doing this reading for you. So, if you haven't seen the introduction, please do check the introduction, what I say about this reading. I'm not going to repeat myself by saying the same thing which I've already said in the introduction. So, if you have seen it already, great, you know what you can expect. And if you haven't, I have said this before starting any of the groups, readings for any of the groups. So please go ahead and check the intro before you see what's there for your um, reading. Okay, so group 4, you're my last group. And how we are going to go about this is that first I'm going to check how you feel towards this person, and if that resonates with you, it's going to tell you that this reading is about, it's for you, because it should resonate at least 50% for you to feel sure. If it doesn't, feel free to choose from any of the other 3 groups. So we are going to see oops. So how does group 4 feel towards their ex? How does group 4 feel towards their ex? Group 4's feelings towards their ex. Group 4's feelings towards their ex. Temperance, 7 of Wands, your person could be a Sagittarius, you could be a Sagittarius, or there could be something significant about Sagittarius energy in your charts, or this person's charts. Okay. Group 4's feelings towards their ex lovers. And I hide it so that I don't get flagged by YouTube. Yeah. Hopefully not. Okay. Okay. Before I say anything, I'm gonna clarify these cards. Your feelings towards your ex lovers. Okay. I get a feeling you're acting as if you don't care. At least you're trying to show this person, if it's possible, maybe on your social media or something, that you are doing pretty well without them. At least you're showing this. I'm gonna see more. uh, yep, you are definitely showing that you don't care. Okay, 7 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. What's the lovers here? What's the lovers here? My dear divine, my dear universe, what's the lovers here? The sun. Okay, group 4, you still love this person, and that's why you're trying to show that you don't care. Okay, what else? Group 4's feelings towards this person. You might feel that this person is ignoring you, or is not ready to reconcile, or maybe if you try to reach out again, they'll simply ignore you. Okay, what is the 4 of Pentacles here? Justice. I sense a feeling of entitlement over this person. Like you have a feeling of entitlement over this person. Like you literally feel that you have a say over how this person should. I shouldn't say that how this person should exist. You literally feel that there is a sense of ownership over this person. I'm not gonna say it yet whether this is a healthy way or unhealthy way, but I still see feelings for this person. You still have quite some feelings for this person, and what's the bottom of the deck? Yeah, you're waiting for a new beginning, group 4, but you're not sure how it's gonna happen because yeah, there's definitely distance between you two guys, and this uncertainty sometimes can really get you feeling all tied up in your head and worrying and feeling hopeless and feeling like nothing's working out because this didn't work out in the first case. What I can see is right now you are waiting for a chance for reconciliation to 4, but you're not showing it. You're not showing it. You're not directly telling this person that, hey, let's give it another try. You are being very cautious about how indirectly you can make this happen. Um, it could also be that in in an um, in an attempt to temper down your feelings, how you are feeling for them, and looking after yourself. And you are definitely, you might have your account public, I mean the social media account public, because I'm really getting that vibe here to show that you are really enjoying life, loving life, and you are feeling that this might attract this person and you might hear from this person and this person might change their mind or perspective over how things went. Because if this person is your ex and you are showing up that you don't care, they might feel that they lost a chance with you and they should come in and talk to you and try to make a new start. But from your side, you're like acting you don't care, you're in your um, what what do you say, sunshine girl era. I mean sunshine girl is the term, you could be a guy or who, whatever, but you are very self conscious about how you are presenting yourself for this person, group 4. You take very calculated steps in presenting yourself to the public, or at least in places where you know where this person can see you, because you know to make a new start, to make a new grounded beginning, because that's your intention. I can see it very well. You really want this thing to reconcile. You are very conscious about how you are projecting yourself to the other person, to your ex in this case. You feel really possessive about this person in a good or bad way. We'll see it later as I see the other person's feelings and then your guidance and what they say. But like I told you, you're taking calculated steps. You're feeling like this ending wasn't really justified and that you probably got the raw end of the deal. You got a raw deal and you are not satisfied with that, and you're waiting how things can fall in place again in your favor. And you're waiting for it, you're definitely waiting for it so that you can have a new start. Because right now, you know, if you show them your love and your eagerness and you open up yourself, you make yourself vulnerable, this person will not reciprocate. You are aware of that. So if this is your energy, your feelings towards your ex, let's see how does your ex feel towards you, group 4. How does group 4's ex feel towards them? Brute force X. Eight of Wands. Brute force X. Feel towards them. Brute force X. Feel towards them. How are brute force X? Oh my. uh, Seven of Cups. Hmm. Okay, I see why you are waiting for them. Because this person is also not that they have moved on from you completely. But let's see more before I speak further. Um, Eight of Wands. What is the Eight of Wands? Their feelings for you. Oh my. Group 4, what's happening here? Are you guys mirroring each other or what? Seriously, is this person your ex? Okay, okay, I shouldn't speak further before I see the whole scenario. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. I hope the recording is happening because I had a tough time recording for you guys, for your group. I had to stop twice. Om Namah Shivaya. Uh, Knight of Pentacles. I just feel this person wants to talk, but there you go. Okay. Oh yeah, right. Okay. What is the Seven of Cups here? Okay, you are definitely confusing this person with whatever you are doing, group 4. You know you are getting noticed. This person is noticing you and they are really confused about what's up with you, whether you have moved on or what. Whatever you are doing is having an effect on this person, I can tell you. They do look you up, group 4. They do look you up, and you know that very well. That's why, with all the social media posts and public appearances, you know this guy or girl or whoever is watching. The Sun. What is the Sun? What is this hide and seek going on? Strength. Okay. Strength. What is the strength here? Yep. Hmm. Why did you guys break up? Now I'm really curious to know what happened for you guys to drift apart in the first place. Okay, so group 4, your ex's feelings towards you. First of all, they too are um, having this wish of, I hope all the cards are visible. Yeah. This person also has an intention to start afresh. They don't like how things have ended between you and them, and they really want to communicate that they are not happy and want to offer a new beginning. This is in their feelings, okay? This is how they feel. At least their intention is there. Now, but when it comes to actually doing something, I feel this person is not confident enough. They don't have the confidence to approach you. They do look at you. They know you are doing well. At least whatever you're doing to make yourself look happy and moved on and stuff. They do see that, and they keep calculating what should they do in order to listen to their heart's desire to rekindle what's lost, but they don't have the courage. Their heart is not healed. I can sense that. I am having a sensation in my chest. It looks like it's a blow to their emotions, whatever has happened, like a storm has happened with this relationship falling apart, and they don't have the strength to, um, own up their feelings and act towards them. And they are confused with how they see you. They see you that you are really doing well, and they contemplate whether they can match your energy. Like, if they have to be honest with their feelings, okay, to start something new, they should be confident enough to take the right step. But your confidence and your exuberance, your personality kind of keeps them in the thinking mode about the best way to approach you. That is why this person is kind of confused that if they want to start something new again, how should they do? How should they approach you in the appropriate way so that they can match your level? They can be the person who can, whom you deserve actually. And obviously they see you in really confident light, a strong personality, a sunny personality, a beautiful extroverted nature person, but again they're seeing you from a distance. And I have a feeling that they have some mental scenarios. They imagine stuff, like they have a fantasy world of their own where they imagine being with you, where they imagine that you look up to them, and they have succeeded in being in a reality where they have you as their partner, and not in the reality where you guys are no longer together. I feel it goes inside of them, that when they look at you and they realize what the reality is, that you are not with them, they have this inside world of fantasy where they make up scenarios where they are taking the lead, you are looking up to them, you are dependent on them, and not them being so helpless in front of you, not knowing what to do. Like in the fantasy, the roles are reversed. King of Pentacles, they see you as someone superior to them, star, like what, and they feel that they can't match up to a, like if they were to offer you again to reconcile this, they feel that they're not enough. You can take care of yourself, you can do without them, you can probably find a better suitor, that's what they think. You are a you are a dream person for any person who will find you as their partner. But for them to match this energy, they feel like it's better to be where they are. I don't see them confident enough to be the person they need to be to own up their feelings and transform this situation. They don't have the confidence. That's what's coming to me again and again. But it's in their imagination, it's inside their heart, the wish to be, but they're not healed enough to have the confidence to be with you. Okay, group 4. Now I want to see what would they want to tell you. Okay. Okay, I don't know what happened that this person became your ex. Maybe they didn't show up the way they should have, but whatever. Let's see what group force X would tell them. Okay, I think I need to shuffle it well. It's, I have trouble doing it on this mat. Okay. What would Okay. What would group force X tell them? What does group force? Man, come on. Okay, I'm not gonna take those cards. Wait. I'm gonna shuffle it really well. Then only I'm gonna. Okay. What does group force X want to tell them? Because we are ultimately looking for a closure, but I see both of you guys want this thing back, but the energies are not aligned, and the ultimate clarity will be in the advice section. So that's the clarity part. But before that, what does group force X wants to tell them? Now I'll take this. Okay, again we have the lovers. Okay, I think this person also feels if they approach you, you're gonna reject them. It's just going both ways. I told you, you guys are kind of mirroring, except for the fact that you are the more confident person here, but this person doesn't feel they are enough for you. Okay, what would they tell you? Just see the cards. They find you amazing, group 4. They still have all the feelings in the world for you. Knight of Pentacles. Just the lovers here. Hmm. I hope the cards are visible. What is the four of? The rainy season, the monsoon season can be significant for you guys. I just feel that you guys might have some memories in the rain, under the rain, or during a rainy day. Maybe they first spoke to you on a rainy day, or when it rains, they are reminded of you. I just got this channeled. Queen of Swords. What do they want to tell you? What would this person want to? Yeah, I see where this guy is stuck. Okay, group 4, your person thinks that you are an amazing person, worth, worthy of being the perfect partner they can ever dream of. Like, in reality, if they got married to you, that's it. I don't think they will have any other wish left in the world, kind of thing. But right now, they're choosing to distance themselves from you. Although they have this constant impulse because they still love you, they have this constant impulse. Your aura is so attractive to come towards you and make a new start. But it's just they can't. They can't. They feel inferior to you in front of your confidence, in front of your charisma, in front of your outgoing appearance, and it feels as if that the only way to cope with this is to distance themselves from you at this time, to emotionally detach from you, to resist the temptations of approaching you. Because you see, although they love you, the thought, the feelings, the thought of acting on this love of union gives them a headache. Because firstly, this person feels inferior to you. Okay, secondly, they don't have because they feel inferior, they don't have the confidence to have the right words, the right actions to strike a conversation, to rekindle this thing. They don't have the spine right now to stand up for their feelings. Also, they are kind of intimidated by how you are right now. You feel like you have moved on, you have healed, while they feel if they try to approach you romantically again, or maybe even just it's a cup, I would say, if they want to approach you with a new offer for starting a relationship, you're gonna just cut them out totally. And because they are already scared, they are not confident, that is why it's very obvious that they would imagine the worst case scenarios. But otherwise, you mean everything to them. Like, you are their ideal partner, the ideal person to be with in their life. But right now, they all they can do is to watch you from a step, keep thinking about. I won't say they have given up. They have not given up. But right now, they don't have the courage to move ahead with this. Also, I told you they have serious wounds in their heart space. Their heart needs to heal first for their confidence to come back. They are emotionally broken right now, and if they are emotionally broken, they are not in a place where they can, even they want to, but if their heart is not happy, not healed, they cannot feel worthy enough to be in a relationship. So right now, this heartbreak with you, this end of relationship, has impacted them a lot. That is why they are right now just thinking, they are thinking how to proceed. They have not given up, but they don't have enough energy to work on it. So they're kind of in a pause mode, and the only way to, they do want to talk to you because they find you so attractive, but right now they can do nothing but just be with those feelings and do nothing about them. And actually they might try to suppress these feelings, they suppress their impulses to again open themselves up to you. Okay, group 4, this is what they would tell you if they could speak. They have every intention, but they are unable to do anything to take this forward or bring this back to a healthy place. Now, the closure you need. What's your advice, group 4? What do you need to do in this case? What are you being divinely guided to do right now? Okay, what's the closure you need about this situation, right? So, what is the closure? What is the advice for group 4 for their ex? Group 4's advice for their ex. Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Three of Cups, the Sun. What is the Seven of Pentacles here? Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. What is the Ten of Swords? Four of Swords. Interesting for an ex reading. Okay, because if you have heard the introduction, you would understand I'm trying to give you a clarity to heal in this situation. Page of Wands and the Five of Swords. Okay, Three of Cups, Four of Cups, clarified by the Four of Cups, Nine of Wands. This is your advice I'm looking for. What is the Sun? Hmm, the World. Okay. Okay, so the advice for you, group 4. See, from the cards, I can see that what you're wanting will happen. Okay, this person at some point of time, they're gonna heal, they're gonna understand that they need to own up for their feelings, and they're gonna come. Okay, but the but is, since this is an advice for you, I'm trying to understand what universe is trying to tell you. Okay, see, there has to be an element of surrender here. If you have surrendered, okay, you don't need to put so much effort for this person to notice you. Okay, so stop doing that. I know it hurts. I know there is a ray of hope already, as I told you, of reconciliation. But because it is saddening that this pause, of course, there's a pause. This person cannot talk. I clearly saw that. It can be very painful right now, and you're still fixating on this person to some extent, okay, so that this process gets faster. Okay, this person gets healed. Maybe you already know that this will happen. You can be an intuitive, a psychic, a tarot reader like me watching this reading. But are you trying to escape yourself in doing so? Ask this to yourself, group 4. What are you trying to avoid by manifesting this person back into your life? Universe is saying it will happen. But for you, you are still eager that this person will come back. But behind this eagerness is a refusal to face the disappointment and pain that you have faced by not having this person. Universe is trying to tell you to introspect, to reflect on making this person the center of your world, because energetically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, you are really attached to this person. And the universe is saying that yes, it will happen, it will be a new beginning. But right now, what are you doing by being the way you are, by focusing only on this person's arrival? Okay, this is something you need to consider, because this wait will end. And not another warning, I would say, but another thing to note here is, if you try to haste this process, if you are a good manifester, you might know ways to attract people. Universe is saying they might come in with an energy which will not match yours. You must be patient enough to let this person go through everything they need to come into union with you. Otherwise, if you are speeding up your union with this person, they might come in with an unhealed version of themselves. Would you like that? Would you like that them to show up in a lukewarm manner, not being the person you need them to be. So don't hasten the process. Okay, group 4. Also, by if you are still showing off to attract this person, there could be a sense of insecurity still there in you. If you have healed yourself enough, still ask yourself how you show up in public, how you show up in social media, just to manifest an approach from them. There is a bit of insecurity. There's a bit of will it happen anxiety still working because you are still trying to push it through. Again, I'm telling you, this will happen. But if you push it, if you rush it, you might lose in the long run. Also, the way, don't try to outsmart the universe, okay? Because by being too much, I'm not saying don't be confident. Definitely be confident, be your authentic self. But sometimes this can make us unconsciously slip into a trickster energy. You know how to show up in a way so that the other person will comply with you. Universe is saying that universe is seeing everything. So the basic message here, group 4, is not about this person coming back to you. They will come back. But it is about what energy are you right now? What are you right now focusing on? And from where place, from which place of your emotions, of your psychological working is this happening to you? You think this person coming into union will be a win, a trophy? Definitely it will be nice when this person comes in finally and they will show up. But you focusing on this so much, you wanting to speed up, you making them their, your existence is surrounding this person right now. You are dressing up, you are showing up on social media in ways so that this person sees you. You are centering your energy around this person, which is not right. And in a way there is a part of you that is, you know, being inauthentic in doing all these things. So also don't try to outsmart the divine process, the timing it takes. Okay, so surrender fully, let go of it fully. That's your advice. Okay, group 4, that was your reading. And if you enjoyed this reading, please leave a comment below if this resonated with you. Also, subscribe to my channel if you want daily mini readings. I post daily messages, tarot messages for my soul tribe every day on YouTube. Also, I have a lot of mini readings coming up regularly every week on my channel, and these are more frequent than the long readings I usually do. So, um, do share, do like and subscribe if you like the reading. And I'll thank you for letting me read your energy. I'll see you in my next reading. Take care.